Hi guys. I thought I would make a very quick video about some of these aspects and some of the things that I've kind of relearned that Tony reminded me of yesterday. So not all of this is from Tony. Some of it is from me. Some of it is from the University of Hard Knocks. But I very often I'm engaged into a conversation where people are mumbling and stumbling around happiness. And the only solution of happiness that I've actually found is that progress equals happiness and happiness equals progress. Because if you are making progress, even if you are not at your goal, but you're making progress every day, you are fired up and you're enthusiastic and you're engaged in your journey. And as you know from goals that you have actually achieved, sorry, by the time you actually achieve your goal, it's already moved on and you have a different goal. So it's not about the goal, it really is about the journey. And progress is the number one way to actually stay engaged and be happy. But here is where most people, including me, go wrong. We immediately go to strategy. Strategy is kind of tangible and you go, okay, this is going to be my strategy to achieve it. And Tony reminded me yesterday, he's like, never start with strategy. It's really all about your beliefs and your identity. Because anything that follows the word I am such and such, or I believe that such and such, really builds your identity and therefore your story. And that is the most important part, because your journey is not about the destination. The journey is about who must you become to achieve those kind of results. And your story, be it either a limiting one or a empowering story, is the difference between success and failure. And obviously we all want more success. And I don't mean just financially, I mean in all aspects and all categories of your life, right? So the thing that Tony reminded me of yesterday is, number one, start with your identity and your beliefs and your story. Number two, absolutely control your state. Like he does these super, cold thermal plunges, and I'll do a separate video on that, where he subjects his body to insane negative temperatures, mainly because obviously there is a benefit to his endorphins and his, God, I'm having trouble with English today, with his immune system, but mostly to tell his body that when I say go, I mean go, right? And that's the best way to do it, right? So controlling your state and really being in control of your state at all times is the number one thing to give you energy and resilience and resourcefulness to go forward. I'll do another video on that, or I'll ask Laura Louise to do it, because she's actually very, very good at it. And then the second place is to really take stock, where you go, okay, I'm here now and I want to go there. How do I do that? What are the steps that are required? What is the gap? And the best way to address that gap and achieve your goals is to ask yourself better questions. And that's why I jotted these down in the notes below. And I have them here so that I don't forget them. It's really about your why at first. You've got to ask yourself better questions. Like when you are looking at your goal and your objectives, why do you want this, and by when? Because a goal without a deadline is just a dream, right? So your goal has to be anchored in the why. If you know why you really want something, and you have all the reasons, and you have the benefits, like what benefits will you get? What benefits will you earn or achieve when you achieve this target? What pain will you get if you don't actually achieve the target? That's just as motivating. And then let's talk about discomfort, because the quality of your life is directly proportional to the amount of discomfort that you can live with. Something that Tony talks about all the time, and every time I see him online or live, he reminds me of that. What discomfort or effort do you need to invest in order to achieve your goals and your targets? And you've got to learn to live with those and make that commitment, because if you realize that, it's just 6 months of this target, it's 6 months of discomfort that I need to live with, or it's 6 months of this kind of cash flow that I need to invest to get this kind of result, then you are ready to start looking at it. But the last step is to really think about, why is this worth it? So why do I want this result? By when? What benefits will I get and earn if I achieve this target? What pain will I endure if I keep going along the road that I'm currently on, if I'm not achieving those targets? What discomfort do I need to invest in order to achieve those targets? And why is that actually worth it? So then you can get stuck into strategy, and only then. And to remind yourself to take risks, that making mistakes, taking stock again, making more mistakes, adjusting your sales, but never losing your direction. That is the key, because so many of us, we get distracted, or we try one or two things and we go, that didn't work, and then we change course and we change direction. No, you've got to know the destination, and you've got to be able to adjust your sales, and then you can get into the real strategy of what are the 7 steps that are required. And the best way to translate those is use your calendar as a to-do list. Schedule, 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 schedule. Schedule thinking time. On my YouTube channel, there's a short little video on thinking time that was taught to us all by Michael Milken. It's a really nice little video. The other thing is, the first 15 minutes of the day, before anybody else is awake, before your phones ring, before you pick up your phone, spend 15 minutes working on your biggest opportunity, and then spend 15 minutes working on your biggest problem. That half an hour will make you more money, get you more success, get you more happiness, and get you more progress than anything else. And if you master those first 30 minutes, the 15 minutes focused on your number one opportunity and your 15 minutes on your number one problem, you will just get so much progress. And the progress that you will see that very quickly. Progress stacks on top of itself. And even though you're not at your target, and even though you might not be achieving the things that you know that you're worthy of and that you deserve, that progress itself will make you happy. And that happiness will make you going back and working harder and working at it again, even when it's hard. So I hope you find this little video useful. I know it's very amateurish, it's rambling, and it's all over the place. It isn't very structured, but I thought I would just deliver you exactly the best thing that I learned this week, and that I was reminded to do again, and I will be doing this again tomorrow. Nice to see you, by the way. Thank you for engaging. I appreciate it.